Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hope you all are doing well. Happy Friday night, and yeah, just finished some dinner and doing some stuff earlier, and I just kind of felt like doing a bit of a short stream. So I figured, hey, we'll go ahead, we'll play through Mega Man 2. We'll see where that takes us, and then go from there. Figure we beat Mega Man 1 last time. Hopefully this one should go a lot better. I know Mega Man 2 a bit more. And there's not as much jank. That being said, I'm predicting that I'm going to die on Wily's Castle Stage 1 a lot, because I hate that dragon segment. You know, the last time I actually played Mega Man 2 was, I think I said this last time, last year. There was a Mega Man speedrun race, and you had to beat the 8 Robot Masters in Mega Man 2, and then you had to go beat the 8 Mavericks in Mega Man X, like back to back, and you could only progress, you know, after you got checked off. So I ended up doing pretty well on that. I was the first one done, I think, by like 4 or 5 minutes, and then unfortunately I got Chill Penguined twice. And I didn't get an extra life I didn't get a single extra life during the rest of the playthrough, and unfortunately that cost me at the end when I got the Boomer Kuwanger. But then again, I should not have been dying to Chill Penguin, let alone twice. Even if I died to Chill Penguin once, and was just not bad at the game, we would have been fine. So, I'm forever haunted by that. But, we're gonna go ahead and do this on difficult. Alright, now. I always start with Metal Man, because Metal Man is broken. If you get Metal Blade, you just kind of go to town. This whole game kind of falls apart. Even Metal Man is weak to Metal Man. Like, if that doesn't go to show how crazy it is. You know, this is actually a little bit of old lore about me, I guess. It feels weird. I don't know, it feels a little narcissistic to say lore about myself. Like, it's like, lore just has an important kind of implication to it. But anyways, just stuff about me. So back in grade school, we were tasked with creating a website for an assignment, and there was a portal. I don't remember what the exact site that our teacher wanted us to use, but I was already kind of like working on a like my own website that had like tutorials on games and everything like that. Now, oh, you gotta be bro. But the one game that I was working on a tutorial and I asked my teacher if I could use, to which they said, yeah, that's fine, was I was doing a Mega Man 2 walkthrough, and I was recording my videos, it was either with like Camtasia, or I think it was QuickTime Player, because that's what I used back in the day when I was doing like YouTube videos originally on my old accounts, which were really bad and really cringe. But somewhere out there in the ether, unless it got deleted, there is a website that has really poorly recorded clips of me beating different Mega Man stages for a walkthrough. This, I'm pretty sure YouTube was definitely around at this time, and people were probably doing this stuff already. Hey, how's it going, Bates? How you doing today? But yeah, that's just a little bit of a tidbit about myself from back in the day. This is, I mean, this is, I think, 4th or 5th grade I did this. Oh, crap. I always dislike these enemies. Now these ones kind of just go off the top, which is nice. Yeah. This E-Tank down here, it very well be manageable. I've always seen it as a trap. I've never messed with that E-Tank. Mouse droids. Alright. Anthony, how you doing today? The OG Let's Player. Well, that was definitely because I was watching a lot. I mean, I was watching a lot of Emil and Nintendo Capri Sun at the time. Yeah, I think if you... Okay, I was just about to say, yeah, if you time your jumps with Metal Man, I don't think he's that bad. And meanwhile, I'm just getting absolutely annihilated right now. I was playing that dumb. That's definitely doable without taking a hit. You both doing well? Glad to hear that, guys. Got any fun weekend plans in store? Oh, wow, he threw that one high. Oh, he's throwing these high. Hey, yo, shield, dude. Yeah, you kind of want to force him to throw him low when you're on the ground. I mean, as is the Mega Man special, you take a ton of damage if you ever get hit. They don't take nearly as much, and I'm kind of throwing right now. Alright, that's 2 hits. Nah. Shoot. That's one more pellet should do it. Oh, 2 more. There we go. Cool. Work, but we get the magazine and very nice. Congratulations. I'm sure that's gonna be a big weight off your shoulders, but definitely something to be proud of. I decided to check into the percent channels. First video was posted 17 years ago. That's crazy. Wow. I actually went and I watched a little bit of his So next I usually just go to Flashman. You can go Bubble Man. Bubble Man. They're both pretty. You can cheese them. But yeah, I was watching his Plants vs. Zombies playthrough a little bit ago, just because I was like, you know what? I'm thinking about Plants vs. Zombies today for some reason. We'll see if I remember my way through Flashman stage. Okay, I don't. It's been confirmed. Have either of you guys played Mega Man 2, or have you had any experience with classic Mega Man at all? No plans for today or tomorrow, just relaxing. Yeah, that's kind of the same thing here. Pretty low key for the most part. Now I think these guys, I could be completely wrong, but I think the mechs are actually invincible to Metal Man. It's like one of the only things in the game that does beat him. But you definitely want to come down this way if you can, just because... Oh, the toothpaste. You can get this health pick up and just kind of... You also just want to stay on this side here, because that gap there to the right is good money if you can keep it up here. Alright, some of the jumps can be a little bit tight, but... When you get over here, then you're gonna need tank. Yep. Perfect. Oh, oops. That's not what I meant to do. Nope. Okay, I saved. Pressing all the wrong buttons. I was just trying to change weapon, but I always forget that. Hello? Oh, I gotta press start. Yeah, I think these are invincible to it. Let me check. Yeah, it's like one of the only things in the game that actually does beat out. Ooh, we'll take the pickup. It's fine. And there we go. I haven't played any Mega Man games outside Zero Free when I was a kid, and a little bit of X. Oh, Zero Free is actually my favorite out of the Zero series. Zero 1 is a hard game. Okay, so here's what you want to do. You want to wait for him to get close, wait for him to get here, and then just send him to the moon. You actually may be able to do that without taking a hit, but I think it's... You just send that man straight upwards. Yeah, I'm actually really happy that, like, I wouldn't say Mega Man is niche by any means, but it's like, you know, it's one of those series that, like, I don't really hear a lot of people around my age played when they were growing up, and if they did, it was usually Battle Network. So it's like, I'm glad that it kind of gave me experience with, like, you know, I got to play this year because if I was older, I wonder I probably would have played it at some point, but I don't know if I would have had as much of appreciation as I do for it right now. Okay, so we can go to Bubble Man pretty easily here. Bubble Man's also not that hard. Never got far into Zero Free. They can kick my ass to play. Zero Series is very, very difficult. I mean, Mega Man as a whole franchise, I would just say is difficult. Again, a lot of it is memorization. If you know where things are, then it's a lot easier. Okay, these frogs are... Ooh, I could use that for the one I lost in Metal Man's. So, this is the thing about Metal Man's power, why it is so broken. You just saw how many Metal Blades I just yeeted, right? And it doesn't consume that much weapon energy, which is great. And also, you can throw it 8 directions. So, like, the versatility of it is insane, too. Now, this segment's actually kind of a little tricky just because of the background as well. But yeah, so it's like Metal Man's ability really just does tear this game in half. You just have to get the refills, essentially, and if you do that, then you're good. I've usually always been kind of like a Buster purist whenever I play games, though. That's like kind of a weakness of mine. Because, but look at that. Look how much that just shredded him. If you use the Mega Buster, it takes a lot longer. And like you can just clear out enemies like that. I think the way to balance it, I think that the versatility and the strength is fine. I think that the way to balance it would have been to reduce the weapon power. Because like the amount of weapon consumption is just not okay with how good it is. You should not be able to spam it as easily as you can. And there's another Ash Away. Because one of the things about Mega Man games is usually, even though I'm kind of a Buster purist to my own detriment, I would say that the best Mega Man games are the ones that typically strike a balance in that they, like, you know, weapons have different uses. You know, one doesn't overshadow another, and different weapons have different situations that they're best in. Mega Man 9 is actually pretty good about that. I mean, you actually just have to use some in order to traverse through Wily's castle. But also these crabs can be a little bit annoying. Yeah, like that one right there in particular. That's just a personal stance, though. Spawn 2 just from the hub. Yeah, that was the other thing, is that the Zero series has like the hub worlds. Like Zero 1 is this hub world that's really weird. I'm not a big fan of it personally. So this is kind of the same thing. It's just like he's above me. I'm just gonna start just throwing these, and yeah, it's a little broken. Motor says Mega Man is smashed in the calculator version. Oh yeah, I mean that's really funny to me, the calculator version of the game. I mean, definitely recommend trying it out. I would recommend X before any of the other titles. I think X is accessible. I think it offers more mobility options, and yeah, there's still memorization stuff, but it's less so dependent than these ones are. Okay, so we have a couple directions we can actually go. I mean, Woodman is pretty easy. Again, Metal Blade just beats, and that's the crazy thing, is that like Mega Man 2 is funky. It's not just like there's a straight up like answer to everything. Is that like Metal Man is also really good against like multiple Robot Masters. He beats Woodman. He beats. He's good against Bubble Man. He beats Flash Man. So. Now I think Metal Man, not Metal Man, and he beats himself, yeah. But the one thing is I think Airman is resistant, but it's actually, if I am good, and we'll find out during this stream, you know, part of the race to qualify was you had to beat Airman Buster only, which I had actually never done before the tryouts for that race, but I practiced it, and I ended up getting it down, and I figured out the way to cheese him through watching a couple videos. So we'll see if I can do that It has been over a year at this point, but next question is $8. Is that for both parts, or is that just for the first part? Now, I will say that the first part is infinitely better. Mega Man 1 through X1 through 4. I don't think there's a single bad game in there. X3 is the weakest, but it's still good. But you know, if you can get all the titles, that's of course the best. But Mega Man in the second collection, you get X5, which I think is alright. X6 is really bad. I'm not sure if you were there for the X6 streams, Anthony. I do not like that game. X7 may honestly just be worse. I replayed that and I was like, wow, this game really sucks. And then X8, I'm not too big on X8, but I've heard a lot of people really like X8. So... Combo of 16, that's still pretty good, honestly. You could always just get the first one, because those are the 4 best games, and if you're really curious to go into the other games, the ones that are not as good, then you can do that. So you want to run backwards a little bit on these boosters. Oop. Alright, I don't have a ton of Metal Man, but like, should be enough if I'm smart about it. It's around for X4 at the very least, yeah. And X4 is my favorite Mega Man game. So you can see, like, this doesn't do a ton of damage to him, but like, it's a good amount. Now the thing about Woodman is that Woodman does a ton of damage to you. But, I mean, that's kind of just the status or the standard for this. Alright, so Heatman, I usually don't do Heatman until I get Weapon 2, which is, I actually don't remember when you get Weapon 2. I may already have it, I could just check in this stage, but the reason why is that Heatman has probably one of the most annoying disappearing block segments in the entire game. I don't, okay. And yeah, I prefer not to deal with that if I can. Now, if you're really good here, you can actually jump on the outside where the spikes are raised up, that little like pixel area, you can jump up there if you're really good. Now to qualify, we actually had to do it fast as well, because it was like top amount of times made it, so like there were certain areas where I'm like, I'm just gonna damage boost for this. But I don't have to do that in this one. Bro, it's using the least one. It did do a bunch of damage. Debatably contrary. Yeah, if you just stand still, you're fine there. There's like 2 Mississippi, I think. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. A little bit after 1 Mississippi. 2. Toothpaste. I never really understood that enemy type, but yeah, I'm just gonna wait, it's fine. There we go now. And then birds should start coming again, I think. Oh, fans first. Okay, there we go. Oh, that was a really bad bird placement for me. You can actually scroll this guy, I think? Unfortunately, I'm getting like... Oh, okay. I got it, but I was getting reverse scrolled for a little bit there. Oh, no! Oh, thank God. I probably should have died there, to be honest with you. Gosh dang it. Oh, another extra life. Wow, I'm getting a ton of extra life. What I may actually do here... Try to bait out a couple of birds here. Get some health. I may get greedy. Just because I want to try and do this without dying if I can. Another extra life, jeez. Okay, that's a good amount of health. Question is, if the damage I'm taking is worth the trade-off. Am I getting greedy? Okay, that's just a bunch of weapon refill. Bro. Where's like the big energy? The big health. Oh! Okay, asking you shall receive. If I can get just a little bit more... Because you kind of have to, like, get behind him. And I don't want to risk it. This is definitely affecting the speed run time. Okay, you know what, whatever. I have enough extra lives at this point. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. So, yeah, the goal is you want to try and get as many shots in at the beginning as you can. And then you want to jump there. There we go. Look at that. The trickiest part of that is just timing your jump when you're behind him with the tornado movement. Because you will start moving as soon as the tornadoes start moving. Actually, I think Airman gives you a weapon too. Yep, okay. Okay, so now I can either go to the Crash Man or I can go to Heat Man. I'm gonna go Heat. I usually am saving Quick Man or usually Quick Man's last. I mean Quick Man has my least favorite stage in the entire game. I think Metal shreds these guys. Yep. These guys actually take a lot of buster shots. And it's really good for this segment. I am once again here to tell you how broken Metal Man's power is. It's insane. I don't think it kills these guys though. Well, they are stronger than Metal Man. Again, I think the funniest thing to me still is that Metal Man loses. Like, Metal Man loses to his own weapon more than anybody else in the game. The Mega Man Legends game for the PS1. Oh yeah, to be honest with you, I don't have that much experience with that game. I played it, or I remember my brother playing it a little bit when we were younger, but that's about it. Ah, dang it, messed that up. It's definitely a lot more unique than the Mega Man that I'm than the Mega Man I'm used to. It's kind of the same thing as like Battle Network. I think Battle Network's gameplay is interesting, but it just never like clicked with me a ton. Okay, this is actually one segment where it would be nice to have I'm just gonna use this and cheese it because oh god. Destroyed. Crap. Alright, so here's what you want to do. Because normally this segment would just be like this, and it's like... So then you gotta jump up on the third one, or sometimes the second one. It's just really annoying. So what I just do... is I just ignore it. And you can see, this goes on for a while. Now you can actually jump off and get that extra life if you want to. I don't really see any reason to, just because I have so many. But... right. Air Shooter, I think, is actually good against these guys. Yeah. Oh, not as effective against... Oh, wow. Sniper Joe does not care. Was an effective strategy. Yeah, I mean, honestly, in terms of the Mega Man, like, tier list, in terms of, like, how lethal some of the powers are, it's probably gotta be pretty high up there. So, honestly, even though there are some other enemies that you can, like, just destroy with powers more, I would say Heatman kind of feels like the first Spark Mandrill, and that whenever you hit him with his weakness is when he transitions into this phase here, where, like, you can kind of capitalize on it. And so you can do, like, you know, honestly, sometimes the timing of it is a little bit harder to deal with than Flashman just shooting him to the moon, but... One complete. Get your weapons ready. Weapon 1 is going to be really... Actually, it's pretty much necessary for Wily's Castle, so... Yeah, man did get absolutely folded. I think it's funny that he's just kind of like a lighter. Alright. These are my least favorite stages in the game, I would say. I like the music, but... And Metal Man really feels important here just because you're going to be dealing with this enemy archetype a lot in this stage. And being able to shoot them at an angle on the ladders and on the platforms is really important. Wow. Some Mets shoot really fast in this game. And you could actually, like, so I think if you do like this, you do, yeah. See, I mean, you can make some of these a lot easier. But it's just like, is this really necessary to have this elevator or this platform work like this? I don't know who this benefits. Hey Troy, how you doing? I've only ever seen He-Man as a box of crayons. You know what? I like that visual. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Now again, I've gone on record to say that I think vertical stages in the Mega Man X series are some of the best stages. I don't think vertical stages in classic Mega Man hold up to as much scrutiny simply just because your movement options are limited comparatively. We're gonna have to start dealing with birds here, which is annoying. No! I was gonna say, at least give me health if you're gonna do this. So you wanna hug the left-hand side here. And again, this is why you want Metal Man for this. I'll take it. I'll take that too. Oh, no! Okay, we're fine. And the reason why is you get free E-Tank. And then you can just use weapon 1 here. Bada bing, bada boom. Nice and easy. Oh, hold up. I was getting a call from a Discord. My bad, y'all. Oh gosh. Oh. Oh. Oh gosh, I was saying that I want to get health, but I'm playing with fire. I should just get in there, so trying to get some sleepies before work early tomorrow, or early tomorrow. Yeah, I totally get that. Definitely get some rest in. All right, now I forget. I think he's immune to. Well, it doesn't really matter. So, air shooter is the main thing you want to use against Crashman, but like Crashman's annoying. His movement, I think you can actually manipulate it. I think whenever you shoot or whenever you jump. Yeah, you can see like how much damage that does to him. Alright, that just leaves Quickman. I really like Quickman's design, just with like the little helmet, but again, man has the most annoying stage. And they know how annoying this stage is because they put a bloody extra life right here at the beginning. I bet there are like two things that are pretty synonymous with classic Mega Man. Well, except for maybe shooting lemons. But it's invisible blocks, and then this garbage. If you've never played Mega Man before, and this is your first time seeing it, these are indeed insta-kill. What the heck? That was very strange. Now you can use Flashman to stop them. And I'll probably be doing that in this next segment here, to be honest with you. It's possible to get through without it, but it's just annoying. Alright, hold. Oh, I already screwed up, so. Yeah, you gotta full send that. Alright, so let's try that again. If I hold left, I don't even think if you hold left, yeah. Like, this is skinnier teeth we're talking about here, and I think actually, yeah, I may have, no, we're fine. Now hold right, hold left, and you just want to hold left here. Ignore these, those are bait. This is the toughest one. If you get this, then you're pretty much in the clear. Yep, there you go. Yeah, and so that is a prime example of what I mean about, like, classic Mega Man being knowledge checks. Like, if you just know which way to hold there, that is so much easier than, well, not knowing. Which sounds obvious, but it's just like, you know, you're going to get a lot of game overs if you don't know what to do in those segments. But even then, so I can use Flashman and get rid of about half of his health here. Now, what's funny is that, so there's a Mega Man game called Network Transmission. It is a battle network game that is in the style of kind of classic Mega Man. So it is, it's a 2D platformer. That game is so ridiculously hard, and it has. The thing about it is that, like, if you don't know much about Battle Network, is it brings back classic Robot Masters with redesigns and everything like that. So, you know, like Gutsman is in there. Even, like, Roll, Proto Man, Zero are in there. But it reduxes a lot of different stages. And Flashman is, unfortunately, in that game. And you have to deal with this garbage, and it is brutal. Guys, the game in an order, DoorDash, tonight's Friday, I'm tired. Hey, listen, you gotta treat yourself sometimes, you know, especially if it's been a long week with work and everything. I get it. So I'm gonna jinx myself here. I think we've only died the one time to Metal Man, which honestly probably could have been preventable. I am going to die in this stage, though. And I'm sure even if you don't know Mega Man, you've probably heard this song before. Now you want to save weapon number 1, simply because you are going to need that. Get rid of the toothpaste dispensers. Oh, shoot. See, I messed that up. Oh my god, toothpaste goes far. And again, use it here. I should be good on extra lives. I have so many of them. Is this the Smash stage? I think, yeah, so like it puts a platform in front of this castle, I think. Kind of takes a couple creative liberties, but... So I'm actually gonna... I don't remember if that refills, but in case I die, I'm gonna leave that there, because you kind of want to have that to refill weapon 1. Look for a place that do their own delivery or DoorDash or use those pieces of help. You know, I've actually never done Uber Eats or DoorDash, and I've actually never taken an Uber or a Lyft before. I've just never had to. I did my first time doing a rental car recently, but... Okay, so this is... Oop. This is where you want to be kind of smart with your platform placements, because you need to get over there. You kind of got to be fast about it. Oh, wow, I barely got that. Okay, so, and here's the top. Now, this guy's weakness is Quick Boomerang. But, so the reason why I hate this is because, like, you start moving here, and then the pace changes, like, as you're going through these platforms here, and it becomes an auto-scroller. And I really hate this pace that it forces you to go at. Like, right there, I stopped for a second there. I don't think it's exactly difficult, it's just a personal thing. Like, I'm just really bad at it. But this is why we save this. Also, just really want Chick-fil-A. You know what, that's understandable. I'll tell you, Chick-fil-A is very big down here. You'll love their Chick-fil-A here. And I just hand out, like, coupons for them left and right. Okay, so let's try this again. Oh! Yeah, see, I screwed it up there. Bro, I guess I thought I was pressing the button, but I guess it's not coming out. There we go, okay. But the thing is, like, as far as I remember, the rest of Wily's Castle is pretty dang easy. Chick-fil-A does their own delivery? Oh, that's pretty clutch. Alright, let me lock in for this. There's the pace change. Oh, right, it's insta-kill if it hits you, too. So now that energy refill isn't there. So this is where you start running into the problems. because I need to get some energy refills in order to... I'm not getting lucky right now. I think Crashman kills these guys instantly. I could try and use this for energy refill. Okay, it does not kill them instantly. That was a lie. I don't think heat does. Bubble? I don't think it does. I think bubble bounces off. No, bubble does kill. All right, well we can just use this to try and get some energy refill. I wonder if bubble just actually goes to the wall, so I don't even have to... No. I'm sorry for this extremely riveting gameplay here. Friend, I need you to drop something. Okay, well, it's not much, but it's something. I think I will need a little bit more, though. Okay, that's good. Okay, I think this should be enough if I don't screw it up. Bro, why did it not come out? Is that enough? No, it's not enough. Oh, that's so annoying. Alright, so... Well, it's like, there's two options at my disposal here. It's either just get a game over, which I don't want to do, because that would also take a while because I have so many extra lives, or find something that I can just grind out energy on, and maybe that's the toothpaste machines. Okay, bro, really? Also, why is the toothpaste so strong? God, they're getting so close. Stop, I want to go pick that up. Oh. Okay, there's gotta be something better. Air? Does air beat the toothpaste? Oh, air actually does really well against the toothpaste. You know, I won't lie, this is a first. Oh my god. Oh, there's so much. You know what? Whatever. Even if I die, the energy is more important at this point with how many extra lives I have. Gosh dang it. Oh, well, okay. Okay, I think we are back in business. I'm gonna get a little bit of this so I can get up here. Okay, well, if I need to get back up here, it's gonna be a bit of an issue. They're holding out on you to that moment. Yeah, I wish that this little dude gave me some more. Okay. Let's try this again. Hopefully... Why is it not come? Like, I'm pressing the button. It's just not coming out for some reason. Yeah, what? I don't get it. I don't understand. Because I was like, I'm pressing the button. Well, crap. I apologize, y'all. I don't know what is going on. Now I could. Oh, well, wait, hold up. Okay, what if I just touch one? Oh, well, okay. Alright, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to refill the other one. Is it because the RTX something seems different? It may be the case. But it's like weird because you want to be close to the edge so you can actually make the jump. Alright, I don't got any more toothpaste. I don't got any more metal. Wood? Oh, well. Guys, you may have a problem here. Oh no, I can scroll it. I'm dumb. I can say that this is definitely a first for me. In all of my playthroughs of Mega Man 2, I've never really had to grind out energy on this part. Okay. This should be enough. But that depletes really fast, but... Is the toothpaste Crest or Colgate? That was a great question. I actually think it's, what is it? Is it Arm & Hammer or something like that? I would like that. You know, I'm doing all this work and I'm probably gonna get one shot with the dragon. Maybe guess Crest. I feel like Colgate is normally the first toothpaste brand name that comes to my mind whenever I think of toothpaste. Alright, let's try this again. So let's try and maybe not be... Yeah, you know what? It may be that is that I'm... No, it's not. I don't understand. I, like, legitimately don't. That is so weird. Why is that happening? I wonder if I can... What if I do that, and then that, and then... Yeah, it's not letting me place until that one goes away, but that's... You can have up to 3, I know you can. I mean, I'm pretty sure I did it earlier. This is so bizarre. Oh, he does not care about Woodman. Alright, well, we're back to the... I'm getting a lot of health. I'm sure this is very pleasant on the ears right now. I'm just mashing. You're not even dropping them. Where? Okay, that's what I want. Okay, okay. I need someone weapon free as well. Yeah, that's so weird. So here's what we're gonna try and do differently this time. Is I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna start it on the staircase or on the ladder, and then go from there. And then I'll just wait for the one platform to disappear before I try and make a third. And that should hopefully work. And maybe that's just the better way to do it than just doing it at the top of the ladder. Weapon 1. So I'll place this here. But like, if you wait, you have no time to like, it takes so long for it to disappear. What the? I've never had this happen to me. Like, I feel like maybe I just need to die to reset it or something like that. Yeah, there's like something afoot that just requires a blood sacrifice in order to work. Let's see if the Robo blood or oil was enough of a sacrifice in order to satiate the... I don't even know that there could be enough weapon energy. You see how, like, that one's glitching out? I think that's the issue. For some reason, that one platform is glitching out. Okay, where's it gonna climb? Okay, well... I can't screw it up here. I have to get this down. The only problem is, like, if it was healing it off, that'd be fine. I have enough E-tanks for that, but it's just that, like, it's auto kill. Either you fall in the pit or you hit the dragon. Take your pick. You're dying. Alright, get up there. Come on. Alright, there we go. I just start firing. I'm sorry for anybody who is prone. No! Oh, I blew my own eyes out and I couldn't see. Son of a... Okay, well... That is tragic. Okay, well, consolation prize. I got so distracted by the flashing that I didn't realize where I was standing and I walked off the platform. I have enough quick boomerang, I'm not worried about that. Okay, I'm just gonna fill it up again, so that way, like, in case worse comes to worse, I don't have to come down here and do this again. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised about that too, Anthony. I'm wondering why they did that. Okay. Because in some of the X releases, I think they toned it down, actually. So, again, if you are, suffer from epilepsy or, you know, potential seizure warning is what I'm going to say here. Oh. Well. I guess I just fill this up in case. Okay, let's try this again. Once more feeling. I'm gonna put this platform like as low as I possibly can. I actually think I just put 2. I think that's the issue, is I think 2 may be coming out there. And that's why it's hitting the cap there with that. I'm not sure. Okay, see, that's not doing it. Oh. Alright, we got it. Hard to imagine the creative vision behind Mega Man Involved Seizures. Yeah, I would like to hope that that was not their artistic intent with it. You know, we're not doing like a Porygon episode. This stage is taking me way too long. It should not have taken me this long to beat. And I'm still not even done. I'm saying it like I beated it. Just get on the top platform and just fire. I'm sorry. Alright, we're free. Ow, my eyes. You could even see it, like, reflecting off of me as that what's flashing. Oh, my lord. Okay. We were doing so well. We were making such great time. Okay, what do I want here? I definitely want Metal Man. I can also just kind of... Friend? Friend? Bro! Come on! Oh my gosh. You? You want to? No? Oh. Oh, well, I guess there's this. Oh, okay, that's nice. Yeah, I'll refill the Metal Man on you. Gonna fire upwards. Okay, Weapon 2 definitely needs to be filled. I think I may want to have Weapon 3 filled just in case too. But I definitely want Weapon 2 for this. There's like some crazy way to glitch this stage. Now, if you want to go for that high ladder and get that E, you know what? Knock yourself out. I don't play around with that personally. The wall behind me was taking a beating with the strobe. You open your Switch 2 yet? I have not. It is still here. Let me just show. I'm gonna show it in a way that doesn't dock myself. Literally have it here in this box, and I just haven't opened it. I don't know. I just really haven't felt that motivated to play games outside of stream. That's kind of why I've been trying to stream a lot, is just so I can, like, you know, get some enjoyment out of game. I don't know. It's a weird thing going on right now, y'all. So it'll get solved with time. But it is just chilling in that box right now for the time being. I should at least take it out of the box, you know? Okay, we're getting a lot of good stuff here. Okay, I like that. Now, I don't remember. There is a boss in this castle that you need Crashman for, and it like takes you all the way to like the last of your energy. So also be careful because these drills do a ton of damage. It's an open in case of emergency mode. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, this is why I remember you need a weapon free. To get a box in this, I should just move around box inside. You know, it would be kind of a cruel prank if I did open it up and there just actually wasn't even a switch to inside of there. Whatever, I'm just running through this. So I think this is the Box of Shame. I want that, but I don't have the resource to do anything about it. I have enough lives, it's fine. Yeah, this is a Box of Shame. I actually don't really remember what Box of Shame's weakness is. I think it actually may just be Metal Man. Ow. That or just Metal Man is good enough that it works. You can't fall through these, even though it looks like that. Oh, but you will get pranked. Dang, that sent you far back. Oh, all the way for the Tunnel of Love? Jeez. For some reason, these drills are bulky. Like, they take a lot of hits. Even Metal Man is like, bro, you're kind of using a lot of my weapon right now. It's like, whatever. I have enough ease, like, if it comes down to it. Oh, right, but... Probably should just use E on the last fight, to be honest with you. I just didn't think I was gonna die there. I didn't think it was gonna come out from underneath me. We're using E. Fine, take that hit. I'm gonna hold here and use weapon 2, what remains of it to get over there. Very nice. Gosh dang it. That did so... Oh my god, stop! Oh my gosh, this thing does so much damage. Why do I feel like I remember it being weak to Bubble Man? Oh, it is. Ow. Do I really need to use free E's on... No! Oh my lord. Back to the grinding gulags. Isn't there a Mega Man mechanic where you basically had E tanks for your weapon energy? There's W tanks in some of the future Mega Man games, and W tanks are just E tanks but for your weapon energy. But they're kind of rare. I think Mega Man 5 is the first one that they appear in. Okay, well, I'm getting a bunch of extra lives. Oh, I want that, I want that. That's like a bunch of Metal Man refill. No, bro, I just... Oh, I was looking at... Gosh dang it. I am not doing well right now. Also, there's kind of a weird thing with, like, around these platforms where you start sliding. I don't really understand why that happens. I'm gonna have to use an E-Tank. I hate to do this. I wanted to save these E-Tanks. Okay, so strategy is, I guess, just stand on ones where he's already kind of come out of the floor. So it should be safe there. Oh, gosh. So I figured this one was left side, yep. Oh, gosh dang it. There's one more on the left-hand side. This sneaky son of a gun. Alright, there we go. Okay, there's refills here. There's an E-Tank up there. But you see this bait? Is I need the... This is bait. This is so bait. Unless... Oh! Oh my god, I did it. Hope I don't need that one. This game is really like 50% or more just straight memorization. Yeah, I mean, classic Mega Man really is. And the other thing about it, I didn't mean to fire there. There is a boss in this, I know for sure, in this castle where you have to have a ton of Crash Man. So I think it may be this one. You pretty much have to use all of Crash Man. I think you're allowed one miss. Some of the other classic Mega Man games aren't as bad about it, but the original ones are. So my hot take is Mega Man 2 is the fan favorite in terms of the classic Mega Man games. I looked over in chat. Mega Man 2 is the fan favorite as far as classic Mega Man games go. I don't really understand that. I understand it as far as that it is a big improvement over Mega Man 1. I understand in that the soundtrack is great, but then I'm also like, well, the soundtrack's good in all the classic Mega Man games, and the other classic Mega Man games have better changes, like Charge Shot and Slide, and they just kind of feel a little bit better with the menu and the cycling between stuff. And I think the reason that Mega Man 2 in particular gets a lot of more significance than the other ones is, one, it is a big improvement over Mega Man 1. Two, it was kind of still, you know, this is when Mega Man was a little bit fresh. For people that kind of played them as they were coming out in the 90s, I think they said that it got a little stale for them with the subsequent Mega Man games. But as somebody who kind of, I started with 6, and then I played some of the other ones, I never really had that issue. So I kind of just is this Guts Dozer? Yeah, it is Guts Dozer. I don't remember your weaknesses, man. I don't remember your weak. I think it's air. Son of a gun. Oh god. I don't know if I've ever done this about air, man. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this about air, man. This is what I get for having to use all my airman on the toothpaste in order to make sure I could get to the dragon in order to so on and so forth. I guess I could kind of just cycle these. Ah, gosh dang it. Cycle these guys a bit. Oh, that's nice. I'm pretty sure it is Airman. I could be horribly wrong, and we'll find out together. Xenoblade 2 is my favorite Xenoblade and my favorite game of all time. You know, I respect that. I can respect that take. I have a couple friends that I think share the same opinion, so I think I'm kind of a little bit more acclimated to it. Every little bit counts. I'm pretty sure it's Dot Bubble. I'm also just going to try and fill up some Metal Man, though, because we are desperately low on Metal Man. And we could use some of that in our lives. Like I said, a little bit counts. I did not expect my Mega Man stream to have as much grinding as one of our Soul Link streams. But here we are. Stop me off there. Just need one more big refill, friend. Just one more big refill. That's all I ask. It's not that hard. You know what? It's good enough. We're gonna find out if I'm wrong, and Airman is not this guy's weakness. It's been chill. It's advertised, so I'm happy. Hey, we take... It's time to get Wolfert to level 55. Oh, man. Nope. I was dead wrong. Is it Metal Man? Nope. I was dead wrong. What the heck is his weakness? It's not heat, is it? Is it bubble? No way, it's bubble. Oh my god, it is bubble. Or at least bubble works on him. Quick boomerang again? I'm sorry again for the flashing. This part's not chill. Ah. Yeah, what is the level? How can I grind level? How can I finally get a T-Tar here in order to save this playthrough? Alright, we got 2 more stages. We're gonna have robot refights. Again, I'm pretty sure there's a bloody level where you had to fight Crash Man. and you have to just use a bunch of crash bombs, and it's really annoying. So, but I also know that I need bubble for the end of the game. That's 100%. I know I need bubble. Still think I'm fine on lives, right? Yeah, I got a lot. We're fine there. I could go get it, but I don't see much of a reason to. Is this the one with invisible? Yeah. So, another thing about the memorization of this game. Invisible floors. Like, so Mega Man 10 does, gosh dang it. Mega Man 10 does something similar to this, but, no, it is 9. But you see the enemies put the false floor over the hole, which is a lot better than this. Yeah. Oh gosh, do I have weapon 2? Not really. Is it enough? But you can actually, I'm pretty sure you can. Okay, so you see the bubble lead drop there, so. But again, how would you know to do that if you've never played these games before? Is that even... Oh, you know what it is? It is possible to get. You have to use... What if I did... No. I don't have enough weapon 1 to use here. Oh, wait, no, I do. Oh! Let's go. I love the nice calm conversation with who does I force to be fake in this level. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah, the other games have it too, but it's... At least it's telegraphed, or it feels a little bit more fair. Oh god, don't let go of the ladder there. Thank god I refilled on some Metal Man. Thank you. I think this is the other reason why I'm a little harsh on Mega Man 2, is that just some of the Wily stages are annoying. Now, I will say one thing that I do appreciate about Mega Man 2 compared to some of the other ones is that it doesn't, like, try to overstay its welcome. Like, when we get to Mega Man 3 eventually, Mega Man 3 used to be my favorite one. And then I realized how much I despise Doc Robot stages. For those that don't know what Doc Robot stages are, it's you refight, you pretty much go through your the stages again from Mega Man 3. There's 4 of them that you go through again, but they were just covered in spikes and bottomless pits, and you refight 2 Robot Masters from Mega Man 2 in each level. I'm just gonna hope for the best. Yep. Alright, we're through that. I have some Air Man for you, bud. I tried. Doc Robot is really not fun. I don't like those stages. Again, and I was willing to forgive it because there's so many things about Mega Man 3 that are really good. I think that the Robot Masters are all like really interesting in terms of like, it's just they're kind of weirdos, you know? It's like you got Snake Man and Magnet Man, and it's like these guys are weird. I like that. It's not just your typical like, ooh, I have a water guy and a fire guy and a, you know, it gave it some personality. But Wily's Fortress in that game, if I'm... Oh, this is it. Okay, this is it. This is the one where you have to have Crash. You are allowed to miss one shot. You're allowed to miss one singular shot of it. I'm just going to die here. Honestly. And then we'll recycle it. Because you need to have one to break through there, so that's 2. You could potentially kill that guy up there without missing one. That's 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. So you gotta have a minimum of 7 shots. I think you could do it usually in about 8, but you know, Animal Well, I actually have not looked at. Oh, I forgot. I gotta do these again. Oh no. What have I done? I'm a fool. Oh, another thing about other Mega Man game castles. It freaking puts you... Oh. Okay, I actually didn't want to get both of that. Is it put you right before the boss. So I don't have to do this again. I know it sounds like I'm complaining about Mega Man 2 a lot, but like, it's just that I think that there are classic series entries that are better. So in terms of on my list of replay, it's not as high as I think it would be for a lot of other people. Okay, so I gotta do this jump just straight up. Which is tough because I honestly, I'm trying to remember how many times I've ever done this jump straight up. Okay, we got it. If you make guttural noises, it actually makes it easier to make those jumps if you didn't know. It's tested. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So, in case of another shot, we'll have that refilled a little bit. And that'd be one of your favorite games last year? That's pretty dope. I mean, the game looks interesting. I don't know a ton about it. It's a Metroidvania, right? Oh gosh. What have I done, sweet Jesus? What have I done? Okay, I will use an E on this boss if necessary. Okay, I have 3 of them. We have a lot of crash bombs. Honestly, I probably should fill some weapon number 3 so I can finesse one of those jumps a little bit easier. Oh gosh, again, I made a mistake. I made a grave mistake. Oh, I just keep making mistakes. Oh my gosh, there's so much Sniper Juice! Change. No! Son of a gun. Probably should just be refilling off of this guy. I think I need like 1 more in order to make it work effectively. Oh, oh! Why is he coming to the tunnel? Hey, yo, stay back, stay back! Sir, I would like that weapon energy below you. I'm so dumb. You know what? We're going in. We're going in. I'm gonna use an E-Tank. Shit. What am I doing? What am I doing right now? I'm gonna use weapon 2, finesse this jump up here, crash me in this wall. Okay, it's fine. That's 1 down. It's 2 down. It's not what I wanted at all. Okay, that's actually quite annoying. So I have 2 ways of doing this, I think. Okay, I have 1 way of doing this. Actually, no, I don't, because I'm out of shots. This is what I'm talking about. Why is this game like this? Why is Mega Man 2 like this? Because they are, I'm pretty sure they are impervious to everything else that you could go for. Son of a gun. Honestly, you know what the strat is? Is to get hit by these guys, collect the power-ups off of the spikes. That's the strat. Or I could just wait down there. You know what? Actually, that's the strat. No! It falls down the... Why? If I lose all my lives, I just have to start the stage over. And honestly, I get my weapon refilled, so it's probably just better to get a game over, but like, I've gone this far without getting a game over, so I just want to kind of do it without, you know, if I die or whatever, it's fine. But I kind of want to beat the game without getting a game over. But honestly, I don't have any Crash Man. So I feel like maybe that's just the best call. Oh, really? That like is just taunting me. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, actually this really doesn't work now that I think about this. Well, I guess this kind of works. Yeah, it's not gonna work that way. Honestly, guys, I'm just gonna force a game over, make this more pleasant on the viewing experience here. In the meantime, why don't we go ahead and open a TCG Pocket Pack? Alright, let's open this together as a team. We're hoping for the Buzzwole, y'all. How do I... Okay, there we go. Alright, my phone is just a white void. Okay. Oh, there's something there. Okay, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. We're gonna open this together as a team. I don't know if that's... Okay, I don't see anything good here. Okay, it was a bad pack, y'all. Alright, we're gonna continue, because if I do stage select, I have to do the whole castle over again. And we're not doing that. Alright. They're taunting. Why would you... I know what you have these here in case you're going consecutively and you don't game over and you're not bad like me, but... I refuse to open that until Gen 7 is gone. I don't mind the Ultra Beast, but I also just really like Buzzwole because he's a buff bug who poses on you. I think that's funny. But yeah, some of them are a little... I mean, I guess that's kind of the point. It's just supposed to be weird, but... Gen 7 is probably my least favorite Pokemon game. I need to play Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, though, in order to give it another fair shot. Because I only played Vanilla Sun and Moon. Okay, so we're gonna do... this. Oh, okay, that's not okay at all what I wanted to. Now I'm just wasting this weapon. This is... I should just use weapon 1. I think I like I think Ultra Beast as a concept... actually, I don't even know. I think Paradox Pokemon as a concept may be cooler. But some of the future designs for the Paradox Pokemon I think are just... gosh dang it. Are just weaker. Iron Valiant is really sick, and I like Iron Bundle quite a lot. A little goofy little Delibird guy, but... some of the future Paradox Pokemon... I also just don't like that they're all iron whatever. You know? It's like iron this, iron that. I don't know why they did that, when all of the past Paradox Pokemon have very unique names. Is that some sort of, like, commentary on, like, the future and how everything is just samey and there's no variance or something? Is that where they're going with it? Am I reading too much into a child's game? I mean, I did do a whole, like, 2-minute rant on Flabebe in Area Zero, so I guess I have experience in that. But it was weird, right? Like, why are there only the white flowers, which are the rarest of the Flabebe? Why were they the only ones there? I don't know. Alright, we're just gonna use weapon 2. Don't care about being fancy. It's fine. Just gonna jump over you. I have 1 E. Ugh. And I just scrolled that the worst that I possibly could have. I thought he was going to hit me for the door. I mean, he doesn't do a ton of damage. I also agree. I hope Toby Fox does music for the news titles. I think he should. His music is really good in Pokemon. Fits the series quite well. But you can definitely tell that it's him. Yo, did you see that dodge? That was totally intentional? Okay, we're gonna play it safe. I'm using the E-Tank. Okay, now, alright. I'm trying to figure the shot. So I can do this in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is 5 shots? So how much does this use in terms of weapon energy? What? Okay, we're good. I got scared there for a second. I was like, there ain't no way that did not just get him. I'm just trying to see if this is... I think it is optimal if I use weapon 1 here. I get up here. Yep. We're just playing this. Yeah, because I need 2 shots. This boss is dumb. Who designed this boss? I would like a word with them. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're on the last stage. You know, these Mega Man 1 and 2 playthroughs, I call myself okay at these games. Alright, these are just robot refights. Shouldn't be too tough. Knock on wood. You know how to beat this guy nice and easy. Just hit him with the nice bubble. Bada boom, bada bing. And we jump over, hit him again. Hit the box of crayons, as Troy says. And then there we go. And they give us health in this game, which is really nice. Okay, Airman. I didn't jump right. Oh god. Okay. Got scared for a second. I don't have any other E's. So I just kind of got to clutch out. Why Woodman? Out of all the ones that I could have gotten, why Woodman? Alright, we got to clutch up on Woodman. It's not looking good. Okay. Can I get somebody easier? Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. Ain't no way. Okay, I was gonna say, get... But no, like a quick man. I don't even want to... Ah! You know what, just end me. Just end me. Alright, well, luckily we don't lose our progress. Alright, we're gonna not do quick ban. Okay, Crash Man, I can work with this. I can work with Crash Man. Okay. Okay, stop. Where is... I request to fight Flashman? Okay, alright, you guys are gonna see it here. Watch this. If I hit him with these. Look! Half of his health! Why does it do half of his health? That's ridiculous. His own weapon. He's created something so lethal. And even he cannot harness it. Alright, get over here. I'm gonna launch to the sky again. No, go to the sky. Okay, it didn't really work there as well because he didn't get the jump. Alright. Quick man. It's fine. Give him Flash. I'm just gonna move right here. It's also kind of a little troll. And, you know, they do the same thing in Mega Man X stuff, like the Skyver fight. The Quick Man, his weakness, when he takes off half of his health, little troll. Okay, Alright, Wily time. I actually don't remember what he is weak to. Yeah, honestly, about to do a Mega Man 7. In Mega Man 7, he's actually about to just straight up kill him. He says, I'm gonna kill you, Wily. Wily's like, yo, you can't do that, man. He's like, nah, I'm gonna do it. I don't have any E-tanks, too. Isn't this one just weak the quick boomerang? I could be wrong. According to the lore, Metal Man was weak coding here. Quick said, what an asshole! That's so mean. Why would he do that? Like, you're supposed to care about these guys. Okay, I need to double check what the weakness is for these because I need to do 2 forms. Rip. It's not been a very clean end run for... Yes, again, make sure you click continue there if you are ever in this predicament because it will just send you back to the beginning of Wily's Castle if you choose stage select, and you don't want that. Do not do that to yourself. No. Gosh dang. Alright, bro. Alright, there we go. Alright, cool. Where was Bubble Man? Bubble Man, no, that was Quick Man. I think this one was Bubble Man. Crash Bombers, the weakness for both. Gotcha, thank you. We'll be using that. Woodman. Not bad. Alright, one more cycle should do it. Just make sure I'm not on that teleporter so I can get the health. Perfect. I know Woodman is good against Airman, but it's sometimes very hard to sync up a hit. Ever since I learned how to do this, I just kind of do this instead. Who was up here? Because Crashman was bottom right. Yeah. Nice and easy. So I think at this point, who have I not beaten? Am I dumb? Heatman? I think Heat's the only one I haven't beaten. Yeah. Going with the Spark Mandrill. Very nice. Alright. Let's use the Crash Bomber. Atomic Fire for the first form, Crash Bomber for second, but Crash Bomber is awesome against Wily. Maybe we'll give it a whirl. Oh wait, I forgot. I gotta be Crash. I gotta be Quick Man first. Stop. Just gonna move over here. Ooh, I got some good NATOs on that one. Alright. Now it's Wily time. Let's give it a whirl. You know what? Being Heatman kind of makes sense, actually, because I feel like I remember this, like, promotional art from the Mega Collection where this happens. Okay. So... Does Quick Woman work on this one? Am I crazy? Oh, okay, well, I'm just... Oh, God. I screwed myself. I should probably just use Heat and then one with the Crash Bomber. Probably should have done that. Turn the charge up. It's not charging. I'm trying to charge it. Am I dumb? I was holding on the button to charge it. It was just firing like not crazy. You know what? And maybe this is where I messed up by using all my E-tanks on, whatever it was. That one stupid boss. Underneath the glass? Got it. I'll probably have to do it on the next run through here. Well, I could at least say I did that. I jumped at the worst time possible there. Alright. Well, let's make this the one to do it. Oh, right. Alright. One down. Let's go on the Metal Man because Metal Man beats so many of them. I don't even need the health. We're good. Oh, I didn't. Whoops. Alright. Not too shabby. Alright, I actually want to kill him off that platform so I can get the health. Yep. Here's what we're actually going to do on this one. I didn't jump high enough. And then we're going to use... Hey. There we go. Alright. Alright. So. Aim under the glass. So try and get it on... Oh, okay, I see. Ah, okay. Oh, dang. There we go, okay. Oh my lord! Oh my god! Well, hot damn. Now I will need bubble for this. I have a lot of bubble, so it should be good. This is just a very NES sounding thing to me. What's it do? One bomb and widely worse work with it. Yeah, that's crazy. Normally I've just E-tanked through that. This guy rolls on a track, so I think as long as you're not bad like me, you should be fine. Oh god. Shoot. I should be fine. There we go. Oh, the flash. Ah! My eyes. Yeah, like, I know that the original kind of thing when, you know, you first see it is like, wait, Wily's an alien? What? And then you get pranked, bro. It's a projection. It's like that one Scooby-Doo movie. Except for some of the aliens are actually real in that movie. Very nice. That's Mega Man 2 down. It got lit up like a rave. Yeah, maybe I should have been... maybe I should have got up and freaked out like Darude Sandstorm or something like that. I do like this little, like, season change ending here. I think this is very cute. Just waiting for that, like, wait, why is it alien? Yeah, it's it's definitely really trippy if it's your first time seeing it. You're like, wait, what? I feel like I kind of cheated a little bit because I played, like, Mega Man 6, but even then, I was just like, wait, he's been an alien this whole time? It's a nice, cozy little mountain town. And then Mega Man 2! It's 2 down. That's 3. I'm holding up 3. And I said 2. That's 2 down. I meant to say 3 is up next. But in total, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then technically Mega Man and Bass. But I don't like Mega Man and Bass. I think that game is bad. Specifically the version that we got, that has really bad screen crunch because it was on the Game Boy Advance, and that version was not good. The other thing is that just like some of the... So for those that don't know, Mega Man and Bass, you can play as Mega Man or Bass, go figure. Bass has a lot more options than Mega Man does. He could shoot in 8 directions. I'm pretty sure he has a double jump. I believe, yeah, it's a double jump. And yeah, he's got a lot going for him. And the thing is, there are stages, specifically in the final castle in Mega Man and Bass, that do not feel like they were designed for Mega Man. They feel like they were designed for Bass. There's this boss where there's these moving platforms that are scrolling and you have to jump on them, but then the boss like shoots like his fist at it or something and they destroy the platforms, and I'm like, how are you supposed to make some of these jumps as Mega Man? But like with Bass's double jump, it's not really that big of an issue. It's still hard, but Mega Man and Bass is rough. Very rough around the edges. I actually, if we're talking just like non-numbered Mega Man games, I'd rather play Mega Man the Power Battles, which were like arcade fighters. And they're kind of cute and charming and actually potentially tell you about what's going to happen with some of the Mega Man characters, or like, ooh, connect it to the X series. Maybe we'll see that at some point. I do have it from the Anniversary Collection. But yeah, that is Mega Man 2. Thank y'all for hopping in the stream and chilling. I know that there were times that this is a lot more grindy than it needed to be to get the weapon power and everything like that, as it happens when you are bad like me. But we're moving on to Mega Man 3 next, whenever that happens, and then we're going to 4, 5, 6, which is actually more my jam, and I like a lot more. But again, thank you all for coming and hanging out. I hope you all have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Friday nights, and I will see you next time. Take care, y'all.